Amplify Science Plate Motion Unit Chapter 3 Lesson 3.3 Reconstructing Gondwana Land. We begin in the warm-up. And in the warm-up, you are asked to take a look at plates and consider their change over time. And when you open the Plate Motion Predicting tool, the sorting tool, you have continents on the bottom, South America and Africa, and you place them where you think they might have been during these times. So I might drop South America here, and 50 million years later, I might drop it over here, and Africa in 50 years versus Africa in another 50 million years. Now, I'll explain my thinking when I do this. I do know it's a divergent boundary. They're moving apart. I interpreted the time change as in from now versus 50 million years in the future. The gap between the dashed line, the divergent boundary, and where the continent is now, in one of the articles it mentioned it's been a couple 100 million years. So I look at 50, I look at 200, and I go, wow, 50's a quarter of 200. I don't know that the plates have moved at the same rate over time, but let's just say they have. So I've just moved the continents about 1/4 of the distance away from where they were 200 million years ago. Maybe this is even a little too much. I might even revise my continents to be a little closer even. So that might be where I go. But again, this is not an answer key. Make sure you hit hand in the upper left-hand corner, and Amplify with its good manners thanks me for handing in my work. And then we move on to step 2. We are back to the Continental Puzzle article. We read that in 3.2, Alfred Wegener's Continental Drift Theory. We are now annotating for the purpose of making a map of the continents and where we think they were in the past. So we're now reading for a different purpose. Okay, any evidence of where the plates might have been in the past. We're responding to the guiding questions on the side, and then we move on to the hands-on piece in which I give you the handout. Again, if you're at home or you need this handout, it's available through the link online in Classroom or possibly in your lesson brief. Here we cut these continents out and we arrange them on our table where we think they were, considering things like the shape of each continent and also considering where fossils have been found and where would they match up from the past. Right. Once we've done that, we can then glue it on a sheet of paper if you so choose. You can take a photo of it. You can recycle the remainder when you're done. And then after you've talked about the discussion at your table, you're ready to move on to step 4, in which you are replying to some questions, revisiting the plate motion prediction tool and seeing if you would adjust where your continents are. And moving on from there, and then being sure to hand in this as well. So the warm-up needs handed in, and the step 4 homework needs handed in, and that'll complete the lesson. In addition to this, I have a couple resources on Classroom. I encourage you to check those out, both the globe tool and the Alfred Wegener animation video that goes along with it. Not part of the curriculum, but helpful.